Namaskaram and a very good evening. Today, as you can see, we are celebrating the success of CMA Harshita Reddy and also Tejashvi was cleared one of our groups in CMA. The reason why we are doing this is they have achieved this within a record time, especially helping each other. And also, a fellow student Nikita has been extremely helpful in helping these guys manage the time. So, we believe in the concept of peer to peer learning, and we use a concept called study buddy. And what you can see is the significant successful outcome of three study buddies studying together. And this is exactly what we'll be replicating in the upcoming CA exams. So before that, we thought it will be useful to share the insights which they have learned with them. Okay. So Tejashvi, to begin with, how are you feeling right now?
I'm happy, sir. So much relief.
So much relief.
Yes, and happy.
Especially a lot of people did not clear group 3, right? So
Yes,
that is a
sir.
group where many of them
Feel
lost.
difficult. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So how did you manage to pull it off with extra margin?
Like I followed ICMA materials truly, and maybe that helped more.
So sticking to the
Sticking to the
ICMA
ICMA
material.
material. Yes, sir.
Fair enough. Now, coming to the core concept of this video, how helpful was studying with Harshita?
Yes, sir. It's very much helpful, sir, because few subjects I'm stronger, few subjects she's like AFM. I have not much idea, so she helped me in that. Costing, I have better idea, so we helped each other. And even while studying law, also we used to study important points, recite each other like that. It helped more, sir. Like few techniques she used to say to me, and few I used to say. So we not even understand that we are studying too late or keeping multiple time. We used to enjoy studying. So it's
So
very
even though
nice.
the quantum was more,
Yes.
time was less, since you're
Yes.
studying
Yes,
together,
sir.
do you think it would have happened had you studied it alone?
Definitely no, sir.
So note this. So then this is where the synergy effect comes into picture. Because when you doing it together, it no longer feels like work. So that's the
Yes,
reason
sir.
why you're not able to feel the stress because it was mutually absorbed.
Mutually, yes, sir. We enjoyed the journey.
Perfect.
It's very
Now coming to the role of the catalyst. So at least Harshita was writing the exam. Coming to Nikita, how helpful was her role in helping you both clear?
She's the guide, sir. She motivates us. When we feel low, she's like, "No, you're going to do this. Do this. You're doing it. You're getting it." The positive mind she gave us. That's the base to get here, sir. So she's the reason for us clearing. So
So we
credit
can.
goes to her.
Okay, round of applause for Nikita. Now coming
She
to
used to
the.
work hard even more than us, sir. Yes, we used to at least relax after completing exam 1 2 hours. She used not even relax even at that time.
Okay.
Doing
So
intermentorship.
yes,
So fantastic. Now coming to that one day tax cycle with Hari,
yes,
because you're like, okay, Hari sir is taking care of my taxation. How
yes.
helpful was that one day with Hari?
Sir gave all the important points where to focus to get maximum marks. So that helped more, sir. Like where to concentrate. If we know, we can concentrate on that. We need not think of other things. So it is more helpful in that way.
So basically, your score sheet is a contribution of 3 to 4 people.
Yes, yes, sir,
I can add those
definitely.
names in the
Yes,
market.
yes, sir. For each subject, I can allocate one. Even for AFM Rabali, also, I'll give to her credit. She
Yeah,
explained me
lovely.
everything.
Mm.
So,
So the best part is that people are grateful. The whole scenario is
yes,
very few people talk about it. I'm
yes,
talking
sir.
about you. So the level of work she has put in, obviously, without the students' hard work, nothing would be possible. No matter how many people do something. So immediately after exams, she had to wrap it up. And originally, for you all, the original plan was for her to clear CMA. That is why she was here. And we upgraded her to CA, which means we robbed her the time of CMA preparation. So she was flexible and she was very open. And even after writing back to back exams, she was willing to stretch for another cycle. So one of the fantastic students we ever had in terms of dedication. She was the last to join in the last batch, and she always was the first to start with any initiative with almost zero resistance. So a huge round of applause for Tejasvi. Well done, Tejasvi. So I'm hoping that these 3 letters and those 2 letters will be
Yes,
joining
definitely, sir.
by the next video, which we'll do in most likely July, August, something like that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Hearty congratulations and
Thank you, sir.
special congrats to her parents also who have been very supportive. Any message to your dad or mom?
I think this result itself gives.
From Vijayawada, right? Movie
Yes,
dialogues.
sir.
Okay. Harshita. Now that 16 days in a row, these people keep complaining about lack of time even for one subject. Even after giving 16 days or one subject, they still don't have time. Now 8 papers in 16, 17 days. How was it like?
Firstly, I didn't realize after coming here that I had very less time until you put it on the board. So after that, I think I was not really scared, but while studying, I used to be anxious, thinking, "Oh my God, this day is getting over. That means my subject is done." And then I used to feel anxious, but then these people were always there. They were telling me it's fine. So, and then I moved on like that. Every subject, every day, every hour was very precious for me because I had very less time. I was productive throughout whatever the time that I had. I was very productive. In fact, as I told you earlier, I was pulling up late nights, 3, 4 with Nikita. So it really helped, sir. Yeah.
Now, one important thing which I have to tell you is what makes you tired is the amount of work you do not do. Whenever you have to work on something, your inaction will create stress, not action. The more you study, the less you feel stressed. Whenever you're feeling stressed, one simple hack, next day study by 14 minutes, study something, pick up a book and study, finish it off, or watch a marathon, write notes, the stress will go. Stress is always created by what you do not do. That's what she's saying. Now, coming to the role of Tejasvi, how helpful was she in your preparation?
I was very lazy. Like I used to, especially in the mornings.
I was not, I am lazy.
I was still lazy. So I used to be very lazy. I am lazy. Tejas used to motivate me early in the morning while I was asleep. Only she used to be like, "Come on, Ashta, we can do this. We got this." So my day used to start on a very positive note. So that's the best thing I can tell about Tejasvi, sir. And then later, obviously, when we would study, it was just the two of us in that room. So sometimes she used to get distracted because of feeling anxious that we had very less time, and sometimes I used to feel anxious that I had less time. So she used to always push me, "Come on, it's fine. Let's listen to some music for a while," and then we used to start back. So that was her role,
They
sir.
use the whole room for 3 hours. That's what I'm saying. Now, Miss Nikita, how was she helpful?
And I don't know where to begin from. I mean, she was everything, sir. She was a mother. She used to get me food. She used to feed me at times. She used to get tea every day from third floor to here. It is, I mean, what do I tell her? And at times when I used to not feel like studying, she used to just sit beside me and make her, I used to explain to her. So, in that way, and when it comes to taking care of my health, also pulling up late nights every day with me. And then she used to wake up and do yoga in the morning, though she used to stretch with me till 3 or something. And then she used to do inter mentorship. All these things, she barely had
Talk
any
about
sleep,
1%,
sir.
right?
1%. She barely slept for 2 or 3 hours during my exams, especially.
So, one more round of applause for Nikita for her. And message to your parents. Don't repeat a dialogue.
Uh, I The reason that I'm here, I'm enjoying this success is them, sir. I mean, it was my dad who had these dreams of me being a CA, CMA. So, and I'm finally being able to do it. When I called my dad and told that I've cleared, he was actually in shock. He was asking me a couple of times, "Are you sure you're done with both groups? Both groups, both groups, both groups." It was like that. So I was very happy. My mom is like going to temples, doing all the pujas. Very happy for both of
That's
them.
why they're not here. They're supposed to be here. They're still in the temples. And finally, over to Nikita. Yeah. So when you pick up projects like this, interesting projects, except when you have to study for yourself, whenever someone has to study, is it some revision mechanism where you make them study more, or how do you look at this? Whenever you have to make someone study, what was running in that mind while you are working with them at that point?
At that point of time, they were anxious about their exams.
Hmm.
First of all, I need to first calm them down.
Hmm.
For that, I used to sit with them. After a while, when they were in a flow of what they are studying, I used to be like, okay. Usually, it was late nights only what they used to prefer. Once after during the day, they used to prepare by themselves. When I used to come in the evening, they are like, much is to be covered in the late nights. So we used to sit together, make sure that they are studying, they are not distracted. Once they are in a flow, they do things by themselves. It is subject intervention was very little,
Yes.
very little. It is just that instead of being stressed out, somebody is beside them to make sure that they are studying. That was the only role I had.
So, how do you endure the hardship? Because they look up to you, and at that point of time, unlike while you're studying, you should solve your issues and you should solve their issues also, right? So how do you resolve that? Now everybody's talking about Nikita. So how does Nikita does it internally?
Nothing. So at that point of time, whatever they require, whether it is subject or at times it used to be like I used to explain, they used to listen. At times they used to explain, and I should be a part of it, whether it is MCQs or whatever it is. And mostly it used to be like one on one. I used to sit, so it was helpful for them.
Fantastic. So I'm more proud of you than anyone else. Now, one important aspect here is when you're building teams, when you're working with people, people get hired based on their competence, but her capability is her character. Like character is your decision to help others with a sense of unconditionality. When she decide to help someone, it's unconditional. That's why people call her mom or mata or whatever it is. That is the level of unconditionality she has. And once you have this level of character unconditionality, competence automatically builds up. Now she can actually handle a lot of subjects herself. Because once you take that step forward, all this while, the only thing which she does not think about is herself. There is no question of herself in whatever she does. So that is exactly why I had to share this story, and I'm sure each of you have that attribute and quality. It's just that you have to bring it on into light. And we are executing this style in the next 20 days. We exactly have 20 days from now till March 2nd. So this 20 days, the game is to cross 40s in most of your papers, whatever you're writing, 3 or 6 or 5. So the game is to cross 40s. For this, we'll create a triangle for each and every one of you. Okay. So this is about it. So a huge round of applause for all three of them once again. No, Dikshita.